Video opens with a dramatic, sweeping satellite view of the United States. Quick cuts follow, showing catastrophic floods engulfing neighborhoods, wildfires raging across hillsides, and sprawling, congested cities shimmering under a heat haze. The screen darkens. Title card: U.S. states on the brink of future in crisis. The title fades, revealing a map of the United States. Florida, Louisiana, and Texas are highlighted in a pulsing red. Narrator: across the United States, a quiet crisis is brewing, threatening to reshape the very fabric of the nation. From the sun-drenched coasts to the sprawling heartland, a convergence of environmental and societal pressures is pushing several states to a critical tipping point. This is not a distant, hypothetical future. This is the reality unfolding today, a story of American states teetering on the brink. That is seen, a beautiful, pristine Florida beach. The image crossfades to show the same area inundated with floodwater. Luxury cars submerged on palm-lined streets. Nowhere is this paradox more apparent than in Florida. Long hailed as a paradise, the Sunshine State is now on the precipice of an environmental reckoning. Its allure has always been its thousands of miles of coastline, but that same asset has become its greatest vulnerability. Rising sea levels are no longer a forecast. They are a daily reality. An animated map appears, showing a blue tide creeping inland along Florida's coastline over the coming decades. News footage shows a powerful hurricane making landfall, with winds tearing apart buildings and waves crashing over sea walls. Narrator: with each passing year, the ocean encroaches, swallowing beaches and infiltrating freshwater supplies. This slow-motion invasion is punctuated by moments of sheer terror, as increasingly powerful hurricanes batter the coast with relentless fury. The economic fallout is staggering. The dream of a beachfront property is turning into a financial nightmare, with damaged luxury homes and once thriving businesses struggling to recover, threatening the state's multi-billion-dollar tourism and real estate industries. Seen. Aerial shots of the Louisiana coast, showing vast areas of wetlands replaced by open water. A split screen shows a vibrant, historic photo of New Orleans on one side, and a CGI projection of the city partially submerged on the other. Narrator: further west along the Gulf, Louisiana is fighting a battle it is visibly losing. The state is sinking, its precious coastline vanishing at an alarming rate. An area the size of a football field disappears into the sea every 100 minutes. This catastrophic land loss, a result of subsiding deltas and rising waters, leaves its communities dangerously exposed. Dramatic footage shows a community frantically sandbagging as a massive storm surge approaches, followed by scenes of devastating floods. Narrator: cities like New Orleans, already perched precariously below sea level, face an existential threat. The levees that were meant to protect them now serve as a stark reminder of their vulnerability. When the storms come, as they did with Katrina and Ida, the resulting surges unleash devastating floods, overwhelming defenses, and washing away homes, histories, and livelihoods in a torrent of saltwater. Seen, juxtaposition of a cracked, drought-stricken Texas landscape against footage of sudden catastrophic flash floods sweeping through Houston's urban canyons. The narrator: meanwhile, Texas finds itself caught in a brutal cycle of extremes. The Lone Star State is a land of climatic contradictions, swinging violently between punishing drought that cracks the earth and sudden biblical deluges that turn its cities into concrete rivers. This environmental whiplash places an unbearable strain on its infrastructure. Visuals of power lines silhouetted against a blazing sun, then quick cuts to scenes of rolling blackouts during an extreme heat wave. Images show traffic-clogged highways in Houston and Dallas during an evacuation or flood. Narrator: the state's independent power grid, designed for a different era, falters under the immense pressure of record-breaking heat waves and unprecedented winter freezes. leaving millions vulnerable. Its major urban centers, Houston and Dallas, are engines of economic growth, but their rapid, sprawling expansion has paved over natural floodplains, exacerbating urban flooding and challenging the very foundations of their prosperity. A rapid montage of images from Florida, Louisiana, and Texas flashes on screen, reinforcing the scale of the crises. The pace slows to show hopeful scenes. Volunteers restoring a coastline, scientists working on new green technology, and lawmakers debating policy in a state capital. Ura narrator. From Florida's rising tides to Louisiana's sinking coast and Texas's violent extremes, these are not isolated incidents. They are interconnected symptoms of a nationwide challenge that demands a unified response. The road ahead is fraught with difficulty, yet within these crises, seeds of resilience are taking root. Communities are organizing, innovators are pioneering new solutions, and leaders are beginning to confront the hard choices that must be made. Final shot. The map of the United States, now clear of highlights, glows softly. A message appears on the screen. As on-screen text, "The future is not yet written. Act now."